Gallbladder 30 is in the posterior lateral aspect of the hip. It's at a junction from the anterior 1/3 and posterior 2/3 of a line taken from the prominence of the greater trochanter and the sacral hiatus.
Gallbladder 31 is located directly inferior to the prominence of the greater trochanter, 7 cm superior to the inferior border of the patella. To find the prominence of the greater trochanter, press the hips on either side to feel for a bony protuberance. To double check that you've found the greater trochanter, rock the leg from side to side and feel the bony protuberance moving underneath your hand. The distance between the greater trochanter and the inferior border of the patella is 19 cm. If you divide this distance into 3 equal units, each one of these units will be 6 1/3 of a cm. As the point we're after is 7 cm superior to the inferior border of the patella, it lays just a little above the superior border of the lower third. Gallbladder 34 is located in a depression which is anterior and inferior to the head of the fibula. To locate the head of the fibula, find the tibial tuberosity and move laterally until you find a prominent bony landmark. Be sure that you don't confuse the head of the fibula with the lateral condyle of the tibia, which is closer to the kneecap. Gallbladder 39 is located 3 cm superior to the prominence of the lateral malleolus. It's in a groove in between the lateral crest of the fibula and the peroneal tendon. Get your patient to avert their foot against resistance to reveal the peroneal tendon. Be sure to locate this point in the groove between bone and tendon, not posterior to the tendon. Stomach 36 is located approximately 13 cm superior to the prominence of the lateral malleolus on the anterior border of tibialis anterior. The easiest way to find it is to palpate down the tibial tuberosity. Find the base of the tibial tuberosity and move slightly laterally until you fall into a nice dip on the anterior border of tibialis anterior. This point is also 3 cm inferior to the inferior border of the patella. Stomach 38 is located 8 cm superior to the prominence of the lateral malleolus and 1 finger breadth lateral to the anterior crest of the tibia. This makes it halfway between stomach 40 and the anterior crest of the tibia. Stomach 40 is located 8 cm superior to the prominence of the lateral malleolus, 2 finger breadths lateral to the anterior crest of the tibia. To locate the anterior crest of the tibia, place your 2 fingers along the anterior part of the leg and feel for the bony ridge. Remember, when you measure 2 finger breadths lateral, they're not your own finger breadths. They're the size of your model's finger. These fingers are smaller than mine, so when I mark this point, I will make sure that the marks are closer to the anterior crest of the tibia than the width of my two fingers. Stomach 42 is located on the dorsum of the foot between the second and third metatarsals and the cuneiform bones. It's approximately 1.5 sun proximal to stomach 43. In some people, when they point their foot and pull up their toes, a nice depression appears here. Bladder 37 is located 8 sun superior to bladder 40 on a line joining bladder 40 to bladder 36. There's 14 sun between these 2 points, so that means the bladder 37 is just over halfway. Bladder 40 is located at the midpoint of the popliteal crease, in between the tendons biceps femoris and semitendinosus. To bring these tendons into relief, get the person to take the weight of their own leg. It then becomes quite easy to feel these two tendons. It's also easier to see where the popliteal crease lies. When they lower the leg, make sure you mark this point directly in the centre of the popliteal crease. Bladder 60 is located directly posterior to the prominence of the lateral malleolus. It lies in the deepest dip between the posterior border of the malleolus and the anterior border of the tendocalcaneus. Liver 6 is located 7 sun superior to the prominence of the medial malleolus, immediately posterior to the medial crest of the tibia. If you're having problems identifying the medial crest of the tibia, just raise the leg slightly so the flesh falls away. Bladder 62 is located half a sun inferior to the inferior border of the lateral malleolus. It is located posterior to the perineal tendons. To bring the perineal tendons into relief, evert the foot. This is the perineal tendon here. When the foot is relaxed, the point can then be marked behind it.